What's going on? It's your boy Spiff. We back. Grab a marker, sketchbook, and some imagination. Let's go. You feel me? So, look, man. Today I really was struggling. Guys. I had some trouble. I was really going back and forth. Like I was like, yo, what the heck do I draw? You guys might not know. You know what I'm saying? There may not be anything you might be committed to right now. It is not, like I said, this is not there's not no excuse or nothing like that, but it's just like preachers, like they be having to preach every Sunday, and it's like they be having to talk to God, like what do I tell your people? It's the same way for art, man. Like when you're doing something like this, we doing it frequently, because you got your own projects and stuff like that. Sometimes it's like a little challenge, but you have I have enough creativity to do it daily, you know what I'm saying? But today I was like, yo, what do I draw? Like I was between drawing, I had this crazier idea, but I'm gonna save it for the next one. Y'all gonna see it. It's gonna be crazy. I was gonna do something that involved multiple people, like multiple bodies, like in one picture. But I decided to just keep it more dope and simple this time around. But next time, I'm gonna definitely go through with that one I was talking about. That one is gonna be about shedding as well. Like the next, I would say the next, I don't know, maybe for the rest of this month or maybe the next month coming, I want to just focus on like shedding and like drawings that have to do with metamorphosis and evolution and growth, of yourself, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the symbolism and like the energy behind this drawing was like letting parts of, not even letting, but allowing and seeking parts of you that have to die so you could be who you fully are. You know what I mean? So that's really the energy. So half of her face is a skull, the other half is her actual face. And the metaphor for it, the reason why the skull is exposed is because you have to expose certain things about yourself so they can die, acknowledge them and then allow them to die, but not killing parts of yourself out of, self-hatred, more so accepting a certain way that you might be, accepting certain, mentalities and perspective that you've been taught by your parents. Our parents are really toxic, you know what I'm saying? A lot of our parents, they may not know it, but they are toxic. It's just no way around it. They are family. They are your mother, they're your father, their uncles, cousins, aunts, sisters, brothers, whatever the case may be, but they can project their mentality onto you. They can project and expect. Like they could literally make it seem like you have to be exactly as they are, from a personal perspective, for myself and maybe for you and for others. I just feel like that's for others. Like I've experienced friends have, mothers and fathers who have cast them out the family, because of how they thought, because of their way of being, and it aligned with their core beliefs that started in the 40s and the 50s, and so much has changed, so I feel like that was the vibe, I low-key was gonna like paint this one, like I was gonna use the watercolors, but I decided to use this marker that I'm using here, this E00. This is from the Skin Tone pack, and this one is like, it's like more of a cool tint to it. It has more like a cool, sometimes it could come off as like orange as well. Like sometimes I've used it for like fruit, if I was drawing fruit or something like that. But you can use E00 for the first layer. The second marker is E11, E13, E15, E18. And I know it's a little funny, like it sounds weird how like they skip numbers, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's just certain levels. I think it's just like makeup for girls, like, it's the same way. But definitely like practice your contours, practice your shading. I did this like just from freestyle, like just kind of keeping it my style, like really simple but still kind of dope, to make it look cartoon but still kind of real almost. You're gonna develop your own style, like when you make art, like a lot. Try to do it every day. I try my best to do art every day. Even if it's just a little sketch, it goes a long way. Like you'll be very surprised how far you can get in this game of life, you know what I'm saying, with creativity and art as an art career and an art major, whatever you're doing, you know, with art, you can get really far by doing a little bit a day. And that's with anything, you know. 15 push-ups can turn into 30 push-ups, and it can turn into 50 and then to 100. You know, if you frequently do it, like, you can build a tolerance, you know what I mean? So it's just like when you stop allowing yourself to get in your own way, you can really help yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can help yourself by just like, all right, I ain't really feeling it today, or whatever the case may be. It's like about purpose, you feel me? Like, find your purpose and stick to that and let that be what forms your self-discipline. So I try to do graphic art, I try to do Copic art, I try to do paintings, and I try to make beats, and I try to do screen printing and, you know, designing clothes and stuff like that, all in 1 month, like every month. And I try to squeeze it in as much as I can, and I do a great job. I just feel like that's the best way to do it, like juggling all of your talents and gifts, making something happen with it all. But like, even if you can't find like a schedule to do it, because for me, I'm everywhere, yo. Like, I'm everywhere. I love to do so much stuff at once. You know, like, even for these videos here, like, I like to make the beats, even if it's just a quick little beat, something I didn't take too much time on. I just don't like it to be silent, because I know this generation, like, y'all not finna sit through a quiet video. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So I find so much joy in just this, and just being, even if I'm like mediocre at something at first, I'm not doing too great at it, it's just fun, bro. Like, just the ability to make art, yo, it's the illest feeling in the world, bro. Like, when you could see color and it can make you feel something, you know, it's like drugs. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a drug for your eyes, and, you know, it could be like a healing process for you too, you know what I mean? And just like the expression of your mind and your thoughts and your experiences, that's what art really is, you know what I mean? I feel like I wouldn't be who I am without being able to draw. I feel like I would have played basketball or something. Like, I would have really tried to go to the NBA. Like, I really would have tried to go to the league, bro. Like, and really like stuck and put my head down, try to ball out. But, you know, I just do that as a hobby, you know. And doing these videos for you guys, man, and I'm learning how to do them, you know what I mean? Like, this is episode 17. I haven't even been 20 in. Like, I haven't even done 20 videos. It's like, I just know that when I be needing inspiration and I just go sit outside and go, you know, play some music in my ears, like my AirPods, or I watch a cartoon, or I might just close my eyes and start listening to the nature, to the birds, or I start thinking about all the things that I want to do. And I try not to rush it, because when you rush art, like, honestly, there's times that you might not approach it the way you thought you would have. Like, say if you had an idea like 2 years ago, and now it's 2020, and you're like, dang, like, I really want to design this chair. Like, I had this idea for this chair that was transparent, and it had like charger ports on it, and you could contract it down. You could break it down to like a bed. Like, you just had this crazy idea, and you feel like, dang, like, I've been sitting on it. But sometimes, like, that's just what it takes. Like, you may not have you may have everything. You may have the resources, you may have the money to do it, but sometimes it's just not the right time. You know what I mean? So just let your art, like, take its time. Your art will come to you. Like, it always comes to me whenever I'm ready for it. And I just do it. And regardless of what people will say, regardless of what people, you know, are going to categorize it as, because people have a tendency, humans, we have a tendency to put things in a category. Like, if we understand it or not, like, we say, oh, that's anime, or that's black art. No, I make art. Like, I make art. Like, you can define it how you want to define it, but art is making what you feel. It's making something that reflects humanity, you know, the times of humanity. It's something that speaks truth. You know, I make art. you know. So I would advise everybody that's watching to just make art, bro. Stop trying to make a certain type of something. Just make art. Make what you feel. Make what's real to you. Make what your truth is. Make what the truth is. You know what I mean? Make something that people need. And I'm going to keep inspiring as long as I can. Until the next episode, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope this inspired you, helped you, boosted you in some way, form, or fashion. Peace.